PR Connections Radio presents. This podcast is brought to you by Envision U. Envision U has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With Envision U, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code envisinu.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing this podcast from. Welcome to my podcast, Prospering in Health and Wealth. My name is Verner Dixon. I'm with VM Enterprise, and I am wanting to have a discussion with you about health, wealth, and wellness, and talk about how they actually interrelate with each other and can create a better environment for you, create a better work environment for you, a life situation for you, particularly if you have your health and you can focus on generating your wealth. And I think we'd have a lot to have conversations about. If you're interested, hang around and get your friends and relatives on board. And so let's get underway. Thank you. Let's go. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Again, my name is Verner Dixon from VM Enterprise, and I am wanting to have this conversation with you about health and wellness. To the standpoint of the things that I've introduced you to before, not only those things that I'm using, but also over time, I'd like to introduce you to other services as well that may be beneficial to you one way or the other, mostly from a health perspective, because that's what I'm trying to do. With the idea in mind and talking about health and wellness, I've gone through trials and tribulations to make sure that I'm bringing on some of the best resources for you, some of the best people that can talk to you about the environment that we're interested in. With that in mind, I'd like to introduce you to Keith Davis. Keith Davis is an awesome health and wellness advocate. I've known Keith for about 10, 12 years or so. And so we've had an opportunity to participate in a lot of things. And we're in some projects together. And so I know Keith very well. And I know he's a very, very, very strong advocate for health and wellness. And also, on the other side, we'll talk a little bit about some of the other things that I had mentioned about the diversification of income streams, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But in the meantime, I'd like to go ahead and introduce you again to Keith Davis, who is a famous individual who even has his own show called the Keith Davis Show. But I'll let Keith explain a little bit about who he is and why he's involved in health and wellness, and why he's just an awesome individual all the way around. So Keith, there you go, Keith. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here.
Yes. Well, thank you, Verner. I go back years as a health and wellness advocate because of my dad. Number one, my dad took vitamin and nutrients for years. He lived 20 years with leukemia. My granddad died of leukemia. And also he had prostate cancer for 15 years when he died. And so I just, I gave him my last hug. He died on February 14th. And that was a love hug he gave me, because son, whatever you do, take vitamins and nutrients. He died in 2016, but years ago, I used to see him do that. So back in 2005, I was president of several organizations, executive vice presidents of others. And I went to the doctor because I just didn't want to die on the spot, just going through things. But my doctor told me I had high blood pressure. He told me I had type 2 diabetes. He told me I had some other issues. I was 295 pounds. Nobody messed with me. But one of the important things about that was I knew I had to lose weight. And then later, they wanted to do double knee replacement surgery on me. But you know what I did? Back in 2006, 2007, and on, I'm 210 pounds right now. See, because as a health and wellness advocate, I want to not just tell people about what health and wellness is. I wanted to show them. And here's proof. And when people see me now, they say, wow, look at you. So that's my story. I get on Facebook or whatever, and now they're telling me, hey, you got so many posts and pictures that you're showing, and we're going to have to boost you up a little bit. But I'm glad you asked me on, Verner, because now I can show the story instead of telling the story. And that's my story.
And that's great. And I think that another reason that we interact or we have our relationship has grown over the years. And again, we've traveled in some of the same circles and worked together in different projects. And so this health and wellness and the wealth issue kind of made our relationship even tighter because it's something that we've kind of both gone through. As I've indicated on previous show, that my health issues and some of the things that I went through, and the reason for me being here, trying to share this information, because there are people like Keith and I who have been through trauma, who've been through medical issues, who've had to look for opportunities to make sure that our health is as best that we can possibly be. So with that in mind, Keith, and I know you've gone through that issues too. And I remember you telling me the story about your dad and what he said as he was passing away. Bless his heart. And some of the things that you do. How do you basically promote yourself or the environment of the products and services that you offer?
Well, one of the key things that I do is, is my name is Keith A. Davis. Uh, I've had that. I created my own website. So funny, in 2005, and I started out as the Keith Davis Show.
Yeah.
And so today, let's say 20 years later, people still respect me for what I do. Sometimes, people, they just don't want to have nothing to do with you. Nowadays, they can just mute you or, block you and all of that. But on the internet, I've gone to Jamaica, I've gone to Puerto Vallarta, I've met people that say, I see you. See, that's the key, is when people see you, they hear you. And so you can, whatever you're doing, you can at least not think about yourself. It's never about yourself. It's about the individual that you're reaching out to. And as long as the person understands that, they'll even come back to you and say, hey, I saw something. I really want to talk to you about it. And that's how I do it, Verner. It ain't about me, never about me. It's about you. And as long as you keep that model, it's about you and not about me, because in so many terms, I'll be nice, they don't give a crap about you.
Yeah.
They want you to help them. What can you do for them? What's in it for me? And that's all they think about. If you can help them, you've done everything you need to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Thank you for that, Keith. I really appreciate that. I mean, you mentioned the travel portion of your destination through life or whatever. So being healthy and being able to enjoy yourself and travel. I mean, what do you think? How does that I'm going to say infected. How has that impressed you or impacted your life? Being able to have those extra activities because of your health. Okay.
Okay. I'm a traveler. I travel mostly in the United States, but when I married my wife in 2010, we've been traveling internationally. And what was most about the travel was meeting people, listening to people and their stories or what they're telling you. You can link them up to some things that you know that they need if you were listening. Not hearing that person, because when you hear the person, it just goes in one ear and out the other. I'm a very good listener. But with travel, it excites me to travel. We're traveling, probably in a couple weeks. We're traveling. It's our anniversary and Wanda's birthday. I was one of those men that felt that, I need to do something special and get married on her birthday.
Yeah, I know you. I always get a kick out of seeing your your videos or the photos that you send back from your trips when you're looking over it, like in Panama, in some of the areas. So I guess I experienced that travel through you inadvertently, because I get excited when you're doing those travels. That's the one thing that I have not done. I was going to say have not been able to do. I just have not done because the health issues I've had before, and so the thing that I'm looking forward to is I want to be like Keith when I grow up, so to speak. I want to do that travel, and I as I've indicated in previous discussions that I want to have my health and wellness so that I can participate in my grandkids' life. And I'm sure Keith has, based on conversation that we've had, has some positive indication from with his grandkids as well, considering he's been able to do the things that he's doing at this time. So let me hear. I know I've heard some stories about how you handle your grandkids and the things that you do with them. So let's talk a little bit about them as well.
Well, my grandkids they're my grandkids. When she married me, I just took everything together. I have 3 grandkids in Vegas, and all of them, the 2 older ones, they're in beauty, cosmetology. My daughter there, she's an esthetician. My little grandson, we want to put him in coding. My grandkids in North Carolina, the 13-year-old is a champion in volleyball. The 15-year-old young lady, she's a star in track. Really, she broke the record of her high school in the 9th grade of the long jump. My grandson, his big thing is in basketball. He shoots the 3 like his uncle. His uncle used to play for the San Antonio Spurs, and he played it overseas. And he shoots that 3, and I'm helping with his dad to help him. So that's the athletic family. Over here is pretty much, want to just earn income, and we want to help them to grow. So my grandkids, I love every one of them. And when I was in Vegas and the ones in North Carolina, we took a picture in the pool. Every time I post that, it's like, it just blows everybody away. So that's the excitement about my grandkids, and also teaching them that it's not about you, it's what you can do for others. And it's not what I can do for you, it's what you can do for you. However, it is what you can do for your country. And I've always maintained that because it's never about me. And as long as you keep that, you'll go far.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, and with that in mind, and again, seeing some of the videos and some of the pictures that you show, like I said, I get vicarious living through you from that perspective. But and my grandkids as well, and it's still about having as much health as you possibly can. And so you've been able to not only travel with you and your lovely wife and to different destinations, but also to see your grandkids and your family members more often as well, because you don't have the health issues that you have to deal with from the standpoint of not only the vitamins and minerals that you take from a daily basis, but also things that you do around the house to make sure that your house is healthy as well. So as I mean it, what was that, Keith? Explain what it was, right?
Now that I'm 70 years old, sometimes we have a hard time taking our daily vitamins. So this is my daily vitamin regimen from Sunday to Saturday. And my daily regimen is in here. Okay. And so, I just tell people, my mom is 93. I just want to tell you that. We went to Atlanta for her 93rd birthday. And matter of fact, this is so crazy. She had over 35 people there, and at least 15 of them were over 90.
Over 90? Over 90?
Over 90. So my mother probably had more conversations with her friends than we have very few friends that we communicate with. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how my mom, I was telling my wife this morning, I was looking, there's a soap opera that's on. My mom, apparently she had been watching this new soap opera. And my mom has posted on Facebook that guy should have told his wife what he was doing before she found out. Now, my mom is 93 years old. She's on Facebook telling about something that she looked at. Guess what? Health and wellness is key. See, it will keep you alive just to allow you to see your mother doing those things.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I know you have 8 things that you do in the morning once you get up out of bed. And so let's talk a little bit about that and your process for your daily activity kind of a thing. When we come back, I want to go ahead and show you a little bit about what's going on with the products and services that we have. And so let's take a look at our healthy environment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We have a little audio problem there. Well, I hope you have stayed with that, and I apologize for the not having a voice, but it was my voice going through that process anyway. So maybe I could have read that information for you as well. I just didn't anticipate not having the sound on that. But with that in mind, Keith, let's talk about your daily process, the thing that you first get up in the morning, because I know you've promoted that 8 things that you do in the morning when you get up. So let me hear about that.
Yeah, it was one of the because individuals always say, "Well, I don't do this or I don't do that," and I said, "Well, my 8 before 8 a.m. is toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, lotions. You know, because of my melon, I need lotion. I'll be, you know, and then at my age, I take this stuff for my prostate. I do that every morning. I'm legally blind without corrective lenses, so I take this stuff, something like Blink had. We've had it way before Blink. You take a little pill, and also I take omega-3, cold water, omega-3 with that, so that's fine. Also, I take, berberine, berberine, what we use, and I mean, it's pretty good stuff. And also, I take my vitamins Monday through Friday. I take my vitamins, and then I get up in the morning and I drink coffee. So if you break it down to 8 before 8, I guarantee you, you wouldn't want to be around anyone that didn't do these 8 before 8s. Number one, you couldn't stand and talk to them. You couldn't be around them later at night. They're going to be unhealthy, and you don't want to talk about them being unhealthy. And then if you got prostate health, men, hey, it's crazy. But if I was to say about a female, I would say you wouldn't want to be around. I'm going to stay out of that one. But anyway, those are my 8 before 8s, before 8 a.m. And so when someone tells me they don't shop for 2 or 3 months, and just the basic things they use out of other regular stores, and they say, well, I don't do that. I said, well, the next time I'm supposed to see you, I'll pass on it. Okay, that's my little joke.
Okay, I mean, in doing that, you being a health and wellness marketing consultant, as it were. I mean, I know you promote your products and your services. I mean, you do networking events like I do as well, and so I know you do a phenomenal presentation of your products and services when you have those events. And so I guess one of the things that you do also is follow up with your clients or your customers or patients, whatever, however you would define them, to make sure every month you reach out to them at least and ask them about their issues, their what are they ordering this? Why should they be doing this? If they've got questions, tell me a little bit about your process and as you go through and maintaining and reaching your customers.
Okay, well, what I usually do is when a person gets their box in the mail, I want to be there either on video, on Zoom, or I'll go into individual houses and help them open their box. Yeah. So they'll know how to use the particular product that they love. First of all, I ask them, what do you like best? Man. And that is one of the things that they would do the next month. But one of the powerful aspects of what I do is I share with them the vitamins. Now, my vitamins start working for me 15 days afterwards. And by that, the next month, guess what I ordered? I ordered vitamins. Yeah. And so with that alone, ordering vitamins, I was able to get them qualified for the next month, which is, a few points or whatever. But the vitamins automatically allowed you to do that. And then if they wanted to order some more things that they love, they can. But if not, they at least know that they're healthy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that's awesome the way you do your follow up and things like that. And the other part of that is kind of breaking down why they could be taking a certain vitamin or mineral or whatever. And so you do a nice explanation of that as well. So again, we're talking about vitamins and minerals and those kind of things that you do in the morning. But I mean, what about some of the things that you do in your house in terms of disinfectant, sterilization, products and services that people need now, I guess, and maybe have to buy in bulk because of the economy and the way things are going there. So talk a little bit about those products.
Well, in Oakland, California, I'm out here probably about 48% of the time, and I'm at my home in Vegas about 52% of the time. And what I did, we're administrators in a company out here, and I decided to help my residents, help myself, and help my staff to become toxic free. And I turned my home in California into a toxic free home. Just this past, I was slowly but surely turning my home to toxic free in Vegas. But when I went home for this event, one of the things I like about this company, you cannot do an event in front of any network marketing, because we're not network marketing. We're customer related. So we're prohibited from doing it in other network marketing companies. But I changed my home into a toxic home, free home in Vegas. So when I go home to Vegas, I'm healthy. When I'm here in Oakland, I'm healthy. And literally it works. We have a product that some individuals, and I'm not a doctor and I'm not proclaiming this, but some individuals had asthma and other things, and they sprayed this particular product in their home in the morning, and then they did it at night. Over a month or so, they went to the doctor, and their respiratory numbers were good. So what I'm saying to people is, before, as you buy these vitamins, you can get the total health, which I take, nutrition, what I took at first, the heart health, the brain health, and the joint health. Go to your doctor at first, see your numbers, okay? Then after you take it for 15 days or whatever, or 30 days, or even 30 days, I would say, go to your doctor again in 3 months or 2 months and get another blood test and see what it is. If you use any of our vitamins and nutrients for 90 days consistently, and I use this to take them Monday through Friday for 4 weeks or whatever, and you go back to the doctor says nothing has changed, this company will give you all of your money back. Mm-hmm. Okay, for your vitamins and nutrients. And literally, our products is guaranteed. And so I always say like this: Verner said to me one day, and I'm gonna say this, Verner, on the air.
Okay.
Keith, what you're doing, I don't want to ever do that. I'm not gonna do it, and that's it. I said, okay, fine. And the type of person I am, the next time I talk to Verner, I never tell him about it. But he still sees, oh man, you look like you losing. Oh yeah, Verner, yeah. And one day Verner called me up and he said, Keith, I want to get started for $1 this month, or if it's not in the dollar mode, for $19 for a yearly membership. And under this situations today, but Verner called me. Am I right or wrong, Verner?
No, you're absolutely right. Because I kept seeing the things that I needed to see from a health perspective, and I'm saying, just because I have this over here and I'm happy with what I have, here's some other things that I need to be doing as well to continue that process, not only for myself, but also people that I talk to, like you do. You're running into people, and so when I start realizing that sanitation, as a matter of fact, the electrolyte product that I'm taking even comes from this health company as well. And so you saw the link in the video. Apologize again for not having voice, and we'll get that resolved and do it again. But yes, I called Keith, and I joined Keith as well. And so I've added those products and services to what I'm offering as well. And so Keith is absolutely a phenomenal referrer in terms of those products and services, because
can I say two things?
Okay.
One thing is, I save so much money on my monthly vitamins expense, vitamin individually, and I save money. And the reason that I like to make residual income is because nobody knew this. I started talking about it. I was homeless for 4 months in Las Vegas. I even slept in my storage area. Sometimes it was 125 degrees. Okay, so I had to find ways when things got tight at the end of the month. I needed residual income. This is not network marketing. It's what you could say relationship marketing or whatever. But since I'm a health and wellness advocate, guess what? I believe in helping other people. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and that's the awesome part. That's one of the things that I really love about you, and how you focus on helping others as well. And that's why I wanted to mention, and thank you for bringing that up again, the diversification of income, because we both are proponents of multiple income streams, because sometimes your job, if you're doing a day job, that's not enough sometimes to help you with issues that come up out of the blue that you hadn't planned for. So taking a product or a service like this and being able to use it to promote to your family, your relatives, and the people that you run into, so you can make a few extra dollars doing that. So sometimes, the thing is that if a person makes an extra $500 a month, it's a life-changing environment. So, but with that in mind, I'd like to say thank you, Keith, so much. I appreciate you, and this has been such an enjoyable situation. Maybe we'll have you back. Maybe we'll talk to some folks and see if they're interested in hearing you again. I know I will, and so I plan on getting.
And all I do is tap the app to order.
Tap the app. I love that. So with that in mind, everybody, you can sign up for my link and let's tap the app. In the meantime, I'm here again next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So looking forward to seeing you. And thanks again, Keith. I appreciate you. And have a blessed day. And the rest of you have a blessed day as well. And thank you for showing up. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.